the conveyor belt tonight? A tangled man or a spectrum user? A guidebook to Paris? A selection of fruit for an apple user? A man fishing for compliments? It's a Dragon 32 user. And what we got here? A collection of Oric tips. I rest my case. Well, rest something anyway. It's one of those old blooming cassette box type things, isn't it? I'm sure you're all familiar with these. I think last time as well, the last chapter, last episode, we got a bit cut off. Forgot to put 50p in the meter. The end of last chapter episode finished a bit abruptly. I think we were reviewing, if I remember right, some of these multi-games and Oric Munch and this sort of era, that sort of mid-80s Oric Atmos era of the Oric tapes. And I think we just got as far as Rat Splat, yeah, an Ultima Zone, a Defence Force, and Land of Illusion, which you can see again, look, is a different generation. I've not come across, nice new label there, nice new font and type style. I've not come across, to be fair, too many variations on any of these, to be fair. I can't think off the top of my head where I've said, oh yeah, that one's different and this one's missing this and this one's got the other. I think these are very much bog standard. When you get to this latter generation, I think they'd almost ironed out perhaps some of these inconsistencies that were occurring, and they probably thought we've got through some of the harsher times economically. Maybe with the arrival of Atmos everything's going to be stable, we can kick on now, do the Stratos. But unfortunately Oric of course ran into a great deal of difficulties financially, and the bottom fell out the market really, didn't it? And Oric suffered, as did Acorn and one or two other micro manufacturers. So suddenly then the Oric tapes are sort of a stable format, and we don't seem to get so many variations. But yeah, Oric's days are numbered. But it's a shame because we've got some real quality about now. And adventures, yeah, adventures. Oric were always seemingly pretty much, I don't know, in the proportion of software released, always a sort of a keen object of fancy for the adventurer anyway. But micro adventurers often look to the Oric, and there's no coincidence then that volumes like this came out to explore what you could do with the Oric in terms of your own programming, putting together your own basic adventure, and obviously exploring what was out there. As the tapes go scattering. Zodiac, House of Death on the Oric label, Tansoft label. Kilburn Encounter is a really weird one, really strange one, and of course the main event, if you like. Check it out, The Hobbit, for a whole host of micros, and Melbourne House teaming up with Tansoft there. I think that was the only time that I'm aware of that Tansoft were in conjunction with another software house, and they brought out the classic Hobbit. Alright, I think, I'm just looking here as well, the old Nowotnik puzzle, strange one, that one. I think that completes our roundup of Tansoft, to be fair, and I don't think there's that much here for the collector in terms of getting the completeness. Sure, of the range. Here's that catalogue again. You aim for completeness, but I don't think there's so much variance the further you go down the line, if you like. I think the latter stuff had become quite stabilised. Might be wrong, you might be familiar with some Rat Splats that are also available in clamshell cases. I've never seen such things. Other than this Nowotnik puzzle, most of these games and the latter adventures were all on this Tansoft Oric Comes of Age. But, I don't know, from time to time, as you can see on this one, you get this Oric Comes of Age, and there, look, you've got that blank. So maybe there's some Kilburn Encounters kicking about without Oric Comes of Age like mine, and some that have it. It's, again, isn't it, those little differences that can sometimes be a big thing for collectors. That'll do you for Tansoft, that'll do you for the and on the conveyor belt tonight, this week. And we'll maybe have a look at PSS next time, because that's been requested and there are certainly some differences with that software house's releases. So it just remains, there's PSS, give you a little taster for next time. Just remains for me to say au revoir, and I'll catch you next week. Un bon weekend, mes amis. Okay, au revoir for now. Baz checking out.